So guys, I know I said I wasn't going to upload on this channel, but I think I should be doing this as a video because I don't know if this is real or not. So if you guys know if it's real or not, let me know in the comments. I'm reacting to this video. 5 mysterious creatures caught on camera. We might be watching a couple of these now, but I don't know. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy.
Something's wrong with Grandma.
God
What do you
damn
mean?
it.
I hear strange
Go away,
noises
ads.
upstairs.
Here we go.
Weird creatures and monsters always fascinate us, even if it scares the heck out of us. The more bizarre, the better. Just like these sightings caught on camera. These creatures have been the subject of myths and legends and have not been proven to be 100% real. Let's admit it, truth is stranger than fiction. Check out these mysterious creatures caught on camera. Recently, a dead unknown sea animal was found washed up on a beach in America. His appearance really frightened the locals.
Just to let you guys know, that eye looks fake as fuck. That eye looks fake.
Someone suggested that this is an unknown type of shark. But what are these terrible thorns on his neck? What do you think this creature is? Leave us a comment below.
That's some Pokemon shit, that is right there.
Footage that was recently recorded on the ocean floor nearly 4,000 feet below the surface has captured an amazing creature that looks extraterrestrial. Just by taking a look at it, you might think it's truly not from this world. A dark-colored deep-sea creature is seen swimming around in a rather peculiar way, like it was trying to show off for the submarines. We're still not sure about what type of animal it could be. However, some people who have seen it have speculated that it might be some type of squid.
A squid? That's a weird looking squid.
Dark cuttlefish swimming together, or more likely a dark comb jelly. Or do you think it could be an alien?
An alien.
Australia. A small town by the sea was enveloped in a very dense fog on this particular day. According to the residents, they had never seen such thick fog. The guy who shot this video claims that he managed to capture the most ancient and terrible monster, Cthulhu. Throughout the whole video,
Let me know what that monster is. I've never heard of that monster. Is it a legend monster? I don't know.
hear a roar coming from the fog.
But look at this.
Then a shadow, similar to the tentacle of the Kraken, appears momentarily at the building, which immediately falls with a crash.
Buildings
What was
fell.
that? Can you explain?
This has to be real. The buildings fell and the fog cannot do that. It's impossible. It's like a roar sound. That is scary. What is that? Another building fell. Look how thick the fog is though.
And this video is called Megalodon's Baby Shot on Camera.
That's insane. Sorry about that. That's insane. Oh, let's go.
On it, we see divers studying white sharks. At a certain moment, something that resembles an ordinary shark burst into the camera. But its color is much darker, and on the back, there are strange growths. Of course, Megalodon should be at least 10 times larger than a normal shark, but a strange appearance made the divers assume that it was Megalodon's baby. Did you hear about the flying spaghetti monster? In 2005, physics graduate Bobby Henderson created the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster as a protest against the teaching of intelligent design, a theory that the creation of the universe can be explained by intelligent argument and not natural occurrences. A jellyfish-like creature, which has a striking resemblance to a parody religious god, has been found living beneath the ocean. This footage was captured by...
Now tell me in the comments if you think this is real. I can't... It looks mythical, it does, but... I don't know, just let me know in the comments if you think this is real.
A remote control underwater vehicle and shows a flying spaghetti monster living 4,000 feet below in the Atlantic. Workers were so amazed by the creature's similarities to the mythical god that they named their discovery after it. They then sent the footage that was filmed off the coast of Angola to marine scientists in Southampton. Experts at the National Oceanography Center believe the monster to be a type of siphonophore, similar to a jellyfish. What do you think about these creatures? What were they? Tell us in the comments.
Godzilla! Godzilla. So, I don't know what to really make about that video, to be honest, but if you guys think that's fake or real, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, I mean, I think it's real because we don't know what's among us in this world. So we're gonna watch one more top 5 and then it will be it video. If you want me to, god damn it, if you want me to do any more of these reaction videos of top 5, just let me know and I'll do them. So yeah, let's just watch this last one, guys. This one's 11 minutes long.
Mythical creatures have been the talk for thousands of years, right back to the ancient sailors who reported giant kraken squids that I've talked about before, to modern-day dragons we see on TV, and mermaids that we all love to learn about. But just how much truth is behind the huge catalogue of mythical creatures? I've always wondered, surely there must be some truth behind them in order for them to have been reported. Well, from England's most notorious mythical creature,
What the hell
to
is
terrifying
that?
reports and even a supposed photograph of Lustica, the Bahamas giant octopus. Here are 5 fascinating mythical creatures
Who?
and the possible sightings and encounters.
What is
with them.
that?
Before I start, I want to let you
Okay,
know
no,
the top 5
no.
the body of a human. The one feature that stands out is its piercing blue or amber eyes and its human-like scream. Over the years, sightings have been reported in numerous locations throughout Michigan. Like in January 2016, when a Western Michigan resident decided to take a walk in the family woods. The walk was uneventful until he stopped to have a cigarette, when he noticed a figure in the distance that was definitely not human. The man later described it as standing upright with very broad shoulders that growled before leaping off into the woods. Another reported sighting took place in St. Clair County woods in eastern Michigan sometime in February 2015, when a woman described seeing an encounter between a group of creatures that she said resembled Dogman or possibly Bigfoot. She described the animals as the size of an average man, stood on hind legs with pointed ears and covered in patchy brown fur. But instead of paws, they had human-like hands and feet with claws instead of fingernails. The woman wishes to remain anonymous, but she did capture some video. Now it's very short and extremely hard to make out, but take a look.
Where? Huh? What does that show? That shows not... Can't tell. I couldn't tell if he was walking or not.
In the exact same area, a hunter took a photograph of an unknown beast that he believes was a dogman eating.
A dog
Again,
man?
it's very hard to make out. But do you believe in the
Okay,
tale?
no. These scientists are coming up with the ridiculous names. A dog man. Come on now. Jesus.
And could the creature be out there? Or do you think the dogman is nothing more than an urban legend? Mono grande is Spanish for large monkey, and encounters with this creature are surprisingly common, yet receive little attention. Reports of a monkey-like creature go back as far as 1533, when Spanish explorers recorded in their writings that South American natives told stories of a creature called Maramondas, meaning long-legged monkey. Even Sir Walter Raleigh told of sightings of a giant monkey-type creature in South America, and although he had not witnessed the creature himself, he had heard enough eyewitness reports to believe that the creature existed. The influential and widely travelled naturalist Alexander von Humboldt, who explored South America in the early 19th century, was also told by natives and missionaries of furry human-like creatures, who built huts and feasted on human flesh. The communities he spoke to were very sure of its existence. However, perhaps the most talked about and well-known example of a possible mono grande was in 1920 with the Deloise ape incident. Francois Deloise was an early 1900s Swiss geological explorer who claimed that while camped near the Tara River in Colombia, his group was approached by two large creatures. Initially they thought it was bears, although their characteristics were more monkey-like. Fearing that their lives were in danger, they started shooting at the creatures and fatally wounded one of them. The group then realized that this creature was not of any known species, so they decided to pose the dead carcass and take some photographs before skinning the animal its head and hide.
Really
when
mean.
Francois returned from his expedition, he kept the encounter with
if you are in danger and you have to kill an animal, do what you have to do, but do not take pictures of it straight after. It's disrespectful. Like what Logan Paul did, laughing about it. He's a little bitch.
himself. And it wasn't until 1929, when a friend of his was looking through the Deloise log of the expedition, that he came across the photograph and the full story was revealed. Of course, there has been some controversy about the authenticity of the photo and the account of what happened, as he claims that the skull and hide of the creature was lost during the expedition. Whatever the truth, the photograph and legends are pretty interesting, and I would love to hear your thoughts.
Okay, I think that's... Wait, is that... Hold on. Okay, no, it's not the video.
Melon heads.
Melon
Now,
heads.
this is possibly the strangest on this list. Melon heads are supposed mutant humanoids that are said to wander the forests of Michigan, Ohio, and Connecticut. There is very little information on them, but it is known that they came to light in the 1970s, and their tales depend on what region they are found in.
What?
In Michigan, there have been sightings in forest areas around Ottawa County and the Felt Mansion Estate, that is near the now dilapidated Junction Insane Asylum. It's believed the asylum housed children suffering from the brain disease hydrocephalus that causes an overlarge head. After suffering years of physical and emotional abuse, it's said the children escaped and lived feral in the surrounding forests. Other versions of the story say the abused children took revenge on the doctor who inflicted their suffering by killing him, cutting up his body, and scattering it around their estate.
That's disgusting.
In Ohio, a similar story exists around the suburbs of Kirtland, where it's alleged the melon heads were orphans being looked after by the mysterious Dr. Crow, who performed hideous experiments on the children, resulting in their huge heads and disfigured limbs. As with the Michigan story, the children took revenge on the doctor by burning down the orphanage and running into the forest where they still reside. In another variation from Connecticut, the melon heads are the result of patients escaping from a burnt-out asylum for the criminally insane.
They're
and
aliens.
after fleeing to the forest and partaking in cannibalism and inbreeding, they developed hydrocephalus. The slight variations in these stories tend to point to myth rather than any real truth, as no photographs or hard evidence has ever been put forward, apart from passed down stories. So if anyone lives in the areas where these supposed humanoids live, it would be great to hear if you could help shed some light on these mysterious beings.
Okay,
It's worth remembering, hydrocephalus is very real.
I need to say this. If you did live near them, why would you go and like find out if they're actually there? That's just stupid. You don't know what they're gonna do.
And I am in no way trying to trivialize that condition when talking about these supposed mythical beings and urban legends.
Mythical, but how's that mythical if the doctor gave an injection to them and it made them like that? It's not mythical.
Spring-heeled Jack. The spring-heeled jack is one of England's most famous Victorian-era mythical creatures. The first reported sighting of one took place in 1837
Oh, fuck that.
when he was described as a human-like creature with terrifying facial features, burning red eyes, a goatee beard, pointed ears and horns, along with clawed hands and an astonishing ability to jump across rooftops and walls. After the first reports, sightings of the creatures were seen all over the UK, such as in October 1837 when a servant girl named Mary Stevens was supposedly attacked by one as she walked through Clapton Common. The next day, the creature leapt out in front of a stagecoach, scaring the horses and causing the coachman to lose control and crash his carriage. There were several witnesses to the incident who claimed they saw the creature flee the scene by jumping over a 10-foot wall whilst mumbling in a high-pitched voice.
So, is he a devil then? He's a demon. You can see in the picture the horns and the goatee and the ears. So he has to be some sort of...
More and more of these incidents occurred, and when the press started reporting on them, they gave the creature the name Spring-Heeled Jack, warning children of the creature that lurked on the roofs of pubs, churches and houses. It wasn't long before panic set in, and Jack was being seen everywhere. It seemed the public was finding it difficult to distinguish between truth and myth. The last reported sighting was in 1904, and ever since there have been many theories about who and what the Spring-Heeled Jack was. Whatever it was, it caused genuine havoc at the time, quite like the killer clown craze we have experienced recently.
Okay, last one, guys.
Lusca.
Who?
The Lusca is an unknown sea monster, thought to be a gigantic octopus, that has been spotted in seas around the Caribbean, mainly around the blue holes surrounding the Bahamas island of Andros. The only photograph of a possible Lusca was taken in 1896 when a creature was spotted by two boys washed up on the Anastasia Island. They reported the find to the founder of the St. Augustine Historical Society, Dr. Whit Webb, and he studied the huge carcass. He concluded it was the remains of a never-before-seen giant octopus, and it acquired the name the St. Augustine Monster. After many years of speculation and tales, a new discovery was made in 2011, when the body of a huge sea creature washed ashore on a beach in the Bahamas. Witnesses described the carcass as only part of the monster, and local fishermen recognized it as a giant octopus, and believed it was the legendary Lusca. The fact that there are very few eyewitnesses to these ferocious creatures doesn't mean we can rule out their existence, because as the legend goes, if you do encounter one, you will not survive to tell the tale, as these predators will always go for the kill. So that's 5 fascinating mythical creatures. I hope you've enjoyed, and before I go, I want to let you know the Top 5 Thriller magazine is now finally live.
That's great. So guys, if you think that is real, the all mythical stuff, just let me know in the comments. I can't really say anything because I haven't lived, well, I'm not saying whoever's actually encountered that died, but I've never actually experienced with these mythical things, so just let me know. I can't say anymore. But if you want more of these videos, me reacting to these top 5, just let me know. I'll leave the original videos in the description or comments, whatever. So yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment, share. As always, peace guys.